WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman.
Something's lost it!
So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins. You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Coming to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the White Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked out of the ring with the Second City Saints. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling.
Hello tout le monde, c'est WWE2K26, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode du mode showcase, et là c'est à WrestleMania 41, Roman Reigns contre Seth Rollins contre CM Punk.
WrestleMania, the original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match. Punk has waited a long time for this to main event the show of shows, and to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the 2 men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. This is their world, but Punk has scored
Lifts the shoulder up.
He's still fresh, no surprise he kicked out before 2.
CM Punk, who burst onto the scene CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to look out.
A slingshot across the body.
Turning themselves into a missile.
And hitting the drop zone. Dead center. What's he being
Je crois
put
que je suis
in?
rentré dans une prison, Vince, non? Ah, bah mince.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one
Là,
bit.
je vais réussir ou pas?
Set out by
Ah oui, oui.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Caught with a neck breaker. Hooked up. DDT.
Roman telegraphing that one.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former...
Is this it? Is this the end?
Je vais essayer de plus se mettre sur la gueule.
Rollins now, revolutionary.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin. And a kick out at two.
Will he start to rally, or is that just a kick out on instinct alone? Opting for the kendo stick. He's not worried about getting too fancy here. And he's procured some backup now.
Ça, c'est un vrai conseil de
Fantastic
fou.
managerial skills on his
Ah
part.
bah, merci pour...
And wow, check out Seth's face after that.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Suffers a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk
Je sais pas comment elle
has
s'appelle
improved
cette
the
actrice
culture
comme
in WWE is when he cleared off for 10
Parce que c'est pas
years.
un reverse par robot,
On the
mais...
outside,
Springboard misses the target. Using the arm like a billy club.
Rollins getting worked on. So Rollins for the win.
Je vais demander... Je vais quelqu'un.
He cuts off the pin.
It's not over yet.
Il est fou.
Ducks out of harm's way.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived in the scene, was because of CM Punk. They kick out at only one.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
Ouais. J'ai pas trop compris ce qui s'est passé, mais oui. Si vous voulez.
That's the attack off. He's eyeing the 3 count here. He got the shoulder
Ça
up in
fait réaliste,
time.
il faut chaque fois
Somehow
pas
they
chaque
still
fois qu'il
managed
faut
to
pas
have
exagérer non
enough
plus.
energy for a relatively quick kick out.
Oh, man. He didn't need that eyebrow anyway. Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed.
Connects with a crushing elbow drop.
Allemand ça, quand même.
CM Punk looking to shut.
Double
Double
underhook.
underhook lift, simply too heavy.
Into a backdrop. Look at that. It could be
Le
over.
visage.
Shoulders up before two.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down.
Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt. Disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Versatility from Rollins. What's he got in store?
Oh, what a clothesline.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Une grosse posée.
And he's going to the top. Getting soaring. Nobody. What an impact. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Check out the springboard. Whoa, just floating through the air. And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
CM Punk headed to the top row. And he
From the sky.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver. Ooh, and fights back. Oh, here he goes. Hammering.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
This is a bad spot. He's all tied up in that hold.
Testing the thresholds of pain tolerance. A tap out could be imminent.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Catches the leg. And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Ce qui est bien là, je me souviens, c'est qu'on qui a fait une cinématique comme ça, puisque la fin du match est proche.
Oh, bang! Spear! Stop! Everybody down!
Oh,
je sais bien,
what a moment of chaos in this match!
Comme ça, on peut se
Any man here can get
ça
a
va.
cover, it could be
Ah, c'est ce
victory,
qu'on
but
avait vu
wait
au
up.
début.
Working is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went
bah
for
oui.
a low blow.
S'il avait prédit,
By
ça
CM
aurait pas passé comme
Punk.
ça.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a
pas
roundhouse
mal, ça.
kick to Reigns.
Heyman tried to stab his man CM Punk in the back, but was denied. But
bah oui.
Rollins with a low blow of
J'ai
his
eu la possibilité de ça, c'est
own
vrai.
on Punk. What the hell is going on?
Ça aurait été pas mal aussi si c'est
And
normalement vrai.
now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh
Imagine, c'est le fameux coup de cheveux dans le
The
dos.
devil's work is afoot tonight.
Surprise de signature, on va dire.
all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
Attendez, on va
You're missing
pas
the
prendre un truc ou juste vraiment.
Look out!
Stomp into the ground. Roman in big
Into the
time
cover.
jeopardy.
Doing whatever it takes to keep this one alive.
Set up in the corner. What is coming next?
Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Punk dodges out in time.
Side headlock applied. Oh, and right hand.
CM Punk, unable to evade the offense. Reigns now looking so good. 3 clotheslines.
Pin. Roman
je savais
He
qu'il
saw
allait
his
me casser la
window
tête.
closing there.
Faire un truc, je savais qu'il allait venir. Au pire, j'aurais pu même me dégager, je n'ai même pas eu besoin du truc.
Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Powerbomb position. The right hands create separation and an escape.
Will Reigns finish things now?
And a kick out right away.
What a jaw-dropping show of strength this late into the match.
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is Reigns.
I'm stunned, this crowd is stunned, and yet the battle just continues.
Really no words do justice to what we've almost...
A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever, because incoming, massive...
Shoved all the way to the mat.
There's the sling blade. Looking for something big here.
From the heavens!
Cache.
Cover. Two. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. You are not alone in your shock, Cole. We all thought that was it. Neck breaker.
Bam!
That gets reversed on CM Punk. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Quick evasion from him
Ça
there.
met dans le cœur. Et là, bon, bah, il faut tirer de la famille. Speedblade. Non, non.
Walloped by a huge...
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee.
Je dois rester le Winter en ce moment, mais il est content de faire un GTS sur la zone. C'est pas comme ça.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
Yes.
Roundhouse on the mark. I don't like the looks of this. His head has taken the brunt of the offense tonight.
Trauma is always something to be concerned about.
Il va faire un GTS, ça n'a pas passé.
Looking to get the hell out of that.
And he gets directed into the corner.
He's able to counter that.
Another reversal. Eye for an eye here.
Décidément.
A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. And his body seems to be the focus of the attack.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. Climbing back in under the ropes here.
Did Rollins get enough of it?
A big kick to the gut. The clubbing forearm.
Rollins with an homage to the game. Pedigree.
What an axe handle.
Seth turns that away.
It's a recipe for cracked ribs. My God. Did you hear that chair
Là, je suis
shot?
concentré.
Turning around with a reversal.
Je vais me faire le pop-up.
Repeated hits like that. Very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. Running out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
Punk never saw that coming.
Going counter for counter. Now, can it be capitalized on?
Reversal out.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. GTS connects. Reigns is in deep peril here.
He's going up.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
From above. Rollins knee to the jaw.
CM Punk. showing up the mat before one.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words. Spear! Roman might have him. Into the pin. This could be it.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
C'était trop beau que ça faisait un moment que j'avais pas dû recommencer des matchs. Allez, c'est reparti pour un tour.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. They're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
But Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
And now this conflict has found its way right by our announce table.
In another minute, the chaos could be right on top of us.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Reversal after reversal. These two are ready for each other.
And now thrown back into the ring. And he tosses him back in now.
Oh my goodness. This is why it's good to have the manager. Good to have.
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down. Hold it over. This is it. Shoulder. He cuts the pin attempt short. DDT. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk. And both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Great in-ring IQ on display there.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years. From the top, he gets back into the ring.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Had an answer for Reigns.
Impressive awareness from him.
Taking off from the ropes.
Reorientating them
pas
in
mal
the
n'empêche.
corner
Dans
here.
celui-là, je sais pas beaucoup à moucher.
Holy
Mais dans l'autre aussi, je sais pas beaucoup à moucher. C'était ceux qui saignaient pas dedans.
Oh, knee right to the spine. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation. Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Picture perfect drop kick. Oh, that hurt. What a counter. Crash landing.
Punk is pulled in. Face first. Smashed down with such force.
He covers. Is this it? Could be. No, he gets the shoulder up.
Remonter
Two and a half in the waning moments of this match.
Ou pas. Ah non.
Roman Reigns going technical. Schoolboy. Oh, wait. Powerbomb.
Non, je te compte.
Midsection.
Regarde.
Man, what timing on that
Je
counter.
trouve pas de spring DDT.
Spike.
C'est le coup.
Seth just rubbing it in there.
Now he's back into the ring.
Man, that is going to leave some serious welts.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Il l'a rentré.
Ooh, great
Avec
anticipation.
perso Rollins. Qui l'a reçu. Bon, je ne peux pas pouvoir l'avancer.
Big counter from Reigns.
Punk avoids the attack.
Roman struggling here, guys.
Roman unable to use his wide arsenal here.
Then a knee right to the throat. Ooh, a vicious shot. Shoulders down. This might do it.
Avec une conduction là,
Fights the shoulder up and one.
Not even a 2 count, just found a way to power out of that pin attempt.
Stops the kick. Into a dragon screw. Game changer.
CM Punk connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk Anaconda Vice Grip.
Jeez, he's trying to hold on, but I'm not sure how much more of this he can take.
Yeah, something.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. This has been a hurricane.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
c'est pas de toi que j'ai besoin.
Caught in a bad spot. From the ring all the way to the floor. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Yes.
And now Punk.
Comme ça, je le passe, et c'est déjà.
That pathetic Paul
C'est que j'ai passé.
Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people's he go?
Opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good.
Gonna do some serious harm.
Seth could end it there.
He breaks the pin before a one count.
Deep into the match, not even a one. That could be Punk's demise.
Two. No way.
J'aurais pu tenter, mais.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will
Je vais pas me
always
perdre dans une seconde fois.
find a way to survive and continue fighting.
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1 yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver. Incoming! Axe handle from the middle of... Oh my God, what a kick!
Insult and injury. Brutal combination.
And with more
Je
punishment
suis
landing on the
un
body,
peu stone.
he must be getting winded.
Risqué en même pas 10
Something of
secondes.
an understatement, actually.
From the outside, sliding into the ring now. Oh!
On Punk now lifting.
Uh-oh!
Yes.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement. The pinpoint kick to the back. Roman, spear by Reigns. Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Yes.
It is beyond electric in here. This energy is on another level. From the top.
He lands hard.
Hooked up. DDT. Did you hear the impact? Look at that gash on the face of Reigns. Suplex
Je suis sauvé avec
attempt.
n'empêche.
Able to go behind, though.
Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
And enters back into the ring. Ooh, chucked that chair right out. Hooked up. And DDT. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk is determined right now.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid. Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Gotta sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
1, 2.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Boom. Fired back with that elbow. One response after another. Back and forth we go.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Nope.
Inverted DDT.
Kick gets caught.
What exchange of counters there. Moonsault.
Now with the cover.
That's gotta be it.
Barely kicks out.
And you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Boom.
Oh, what a kick.
Oof.
Reigns gets cleared out of the ring. Back in the ring.
Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up
On va
Reigns
recommencer
and Punk's
une
defeat perfectly.
On a perdu contre Roman, on a perdu contre Seth. Maintenant, ça va être nous qui vont gagner normalement. Oh mince, excusez-moi. On a 38 minutes de vidéo là.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. That this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to
Take off! Axe handle from the middle rope.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents and seeing Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say,
Flying! Knees up! Knees were up! All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Je pense à prendre le poteau, ça me rassure.
Counter by CM Punk.
What an axe handle. Right to the kidneys from behind. I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top of the WWE for the past decades. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, and the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk.
Across the top rope.
CM Punk who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business.
Un légendaire avec le match à trouver,
WWE developmental territory and
c'est
become
compliqué.
Heyman's
J'ai dans
best
mon mode
friend.
univers, j'ai réussi à gagner un menu de dingue avec Owens, mais c'était compliqué.
Cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
and you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the tribal chief.
C'est relou,
But
ça,
look
c'est
at
tout
everything
ça.
Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
He's in a predicament here.
Maybe looking for a
Un dommage, ça aurait
powerbomb
passé sur la
here.
clinique, je pense.
Fighting the face, right into the cover. A kick out before 3.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Single leg drop kick caught him.
Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
Back into the ring here. Knew what Roman had coming. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Except there's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Sunshine.
What a lariat! He is looking to do some serious harm with the red, white, and blue Thunder Bomb.
What goes up must come down,
C'est beau quand
and it
même
sure as hell
le
did
dessin
right there.
de Roman.
Slips out of the way.
What's he planning
J'ai
here?
beaucoup complimenté ce dessin-là, parce que Roman il est bien.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer.
Reigns is facing some serious trouble.
Reigns has got to get it together to avoid disaster. And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
Stiff elbow will break that.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk. Looking to end this thing for good.
To gain the advantage. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair.
Forearm to the kidneys. Breaker hitting the chair with full force.
An extremely rough landing onto the chair. That pain's not going to go away anytime soon. Boom!
That offense will definitely knock the wind out.
Elbow drop with authority. Now Reigns is starting to look like a man who beautiful upon the road for the victory. Think it's over.
Well, how the turntables.
That breaks the count. This match continues on. Counter right when it was needed. Single leg
Ça
drop
j'avais
kick
compris là
caught
par
him.
contre. Là c'est pas dans le space, c'est vraiment j'avais compris.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. CM Punk headed to the top rope. Snap in the neck. From the top, double axe handle connects.
Ce que je voulais, mais bon.
God.
Punk sidesteps out of that. Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Set him up, Russian leg sweep.
Pas mal.
Almost ended it there. How? Oh, and a neck breaker.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Up high. Wow, crossbody. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for
Je suis désolé si je parle pas beaucoup de ce moment, je suis concentré sur le nouveau commencer
is the champion of a generation.
Oh, that could have done some serious damage. Oh, what a kick right to the gut. Alley-oop, and he's into the pin. Oh, got the shoulder up just at the last minute. At 2.5, he kicked out.
Getting out of harm's way.
Laisse-moi faire un DDT, Roman.
Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that. Big boot.
Strong suplex.
On va tenter mon DDT.
DDT.
Il passe.
Seth dodges that attack.
Sling blade.
Putain.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Bon là il y a de Rollins, mais il y a de moi aussi dans le côté là, Iman.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Thunderous club comes down.
Rollins now, opponent defenseless.
Stunner. Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it.
Merci d'avoir été battre Rollins et d'avoir pris une place de Roman.
Able to steer clear. Rollins, spear.
No coming back from Reigns after that.
And this could be it.
Non.
2 count.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
On recommence encore une fois. C'est vrai, c'est bien de leur faire lever les révoltes, mais après, s'ils continuent à se battre.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match. Punk has waited a long time for this to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
I think I felt that one.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
La troisième, là, j'ai
I'm
envie de
sure
dire comment
many
ça
men would
se
tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible. And now here's the cover. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents in CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Swinging that,
Bouncing with a schoolboy.
gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
Not even a 2 count. Still holding strong here. And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that he goes for the cover.
Moi, je m'étais pas
He
sur le
gets the
début.
shoulder up in two.
At this point in the match, that could have gone either way.
J'ai vu une longue, hein.
Loving blow.
C'est une bonne balle, ça y est,
Kidneys from behind. Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chain. Oh, and a headbutt.
Quand je frappe avec une chaîne, il veut se focus au man. Bon, j'étais pas
Sharp
mieux, hein.
kicks. Boom.
Faire chier, c'est mieux.
Here's Seth's big chance.
And going for the pin. Hangs on by 8.
C'est là, c'est vrai que je fais
Let's
ça,
check out, and Reigns is still in this. Rollins is starting to lose his temper. He needs to put that aside and refocus. And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Clipboard Swanton.
And shifting over for the cover.
2.
Seth Rollins is your winner. The
Il a absolument dit que ça arrive pour se dégager.
Punk's defeat.
Ah oui, bah, vous connaissez la musique, hein. Je le déteste ce match. Je croyais que le match avec The Rock c'était celui que j'avais le plus détesté, mais j'ai
It's
changé
a
d'avis.
clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match. Punk has
Un soir,
waited a long time for
c'était
this
moi.
to main event the show
Soit je
of
faisais une
shows.
connerie,
And to
soit
make
j'avais
things
raté un
better,
truc,
he
mais
gets a
là,
chance to
je
take
peux
down the two
perdre
men
sans
who have been
être
standing in
responsable.
his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents and CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's where Punk does his best work.
Oh, the pinning combination! He just pushed the finish line back a mile.
An impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. CM Punk who burst onto the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the tribal chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
Barbaric clubbing blow. Breaker.
Ah, c'est compliqué.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin
Alors,
since
je suis désolé, même si ça va
out
être
here.
un peu de
Remember,
match, là, je
securing the
vais
main
juste
event
des
of
speedruns et des petits trucs
WrestleMania
pour faire
was
le
never the goal.
Je suis désolé, mais...
In the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, I will be with you when it happens, and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer.
Yes.
Taking out the knee.
Et...
Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
Calf kick finds the mark. What a way to shatter an arm. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Driver spiked him.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins. Quick thinking right there.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. Been coming to Punk from all angles tonight. Into the ring again now. Point outside. What's he got planned here?
He is looking to unload his opponent with that kendo stick.
Solid bit of defense on his part there. What a severe suplex.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is the tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid.
Seth turns that away.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Boom.
Oh, look at this. Slow neck breaker. Picture perfect.
From above. Up high.
Mais c'est des DDT, même si je crois pas là par contre.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins.
Forearm to cut off the wind. Now the guillotine choke is taking out so many superstars. Clearly not trying to win this one right now. Just adding insult to injury.
And the agony has no reason to end as we see him tapping out in pain.
Once again, Punk taking things outside.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Bang! He finds a counter. He's truly gone to a different zone, you guys. Moving into the ring. Seen Rollins do this before.
Powerbomb position.
But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
C'est récurrent pour venir pas utiliser contre le chiffre pour terminer.
Just clubbing down.
Forced the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Oh my God. Boom. Hard hitting
Et là,
kick.
il va pouvoir faire face au DDT. Ça ne pas de souci.
Down by the DDT. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
counters, an absolute masterclass.
Je me suis pris le coup.
It's the red, white, and blue Thunderbomb.
That'll leave a diamond-plated mark anywhere on your body.
Je crois qu'ils ont un coup de l'autre côté.
And now the shoulders down. This might be it. And still in this.
He may not have too much left, but at least he had enough to kick out there.
Huge kick connects.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Oh! Saw it coming. It counters it. Oh, what a clothesline.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, had the arm
Allez, là il y aura le go tout puis après il y aura les moments de risquer.
Right to the hand.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations. Rollins,
Là ça va,
That's going to keep Rollins down.
And quickly into the cover.
Might be in trouble. Near fall. Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
And Reigns absolutely can't believe it, but he cannot let that slow him down.
It's cinched in, a crossface applied with the kendo stick.
And this one breaks up the hold.
just as it was getting truly
And
ça je la passe.
that pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
Il faut juste que
You're
je gagne le
missing
match.
the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
And his stamina's going to drain fast, taking shots to the torso like this.
Coming back from the outside now. Headshot to the back of the neck.
A truly rough blow to the head, which appears to be the main target here.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Là j'ai pas envie de le recommencer donc je vais pas me la jouer à faire des trucs plus vite.
Roman might have him.
Into the pin. Instantly he has his shoulders up.
The referee did not even make it to a 1 count before he pounded out. Unbelievable.
Reigns now realizing that he's facing an even tougher level of opponent than usual tonight. And canceled out Reigns' offense. And there's a good blow to the body.
And his ribs may be smarting as it seems his torso is the target du jour.
Hitting the bullseye with that chair.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive. Oh, kick connected right on target.
It is absolutely deafening in the building right now.
Là je suis bien focus.
Then a knee right to the throat. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now. And here he is, heading back. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Là c'est bon. Je vais utiliser son dos par là.
Down. Two. Hocus Pocus has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Bon ben ce match là il a été bon. Du coup j'espère que malgré la durée de cette vidéo-là, ça vous aura plu, n'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, partager et vous abonner. Et n'oubliez pas de cliquer à tout le monde.
Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.